The Phantom Anonymous. Sometimes, the scariest monsters are the ones we make up ourselves, hiding in the deepest parts of our minds. It all started when I, a regular guy who knows his way around the dark web, stumbled upon something that even my worst nightmares couldn't conjure up. So, there's this underground marketplace on the dark web, right? Not for your typical shady deals, but for assassins. Yeah, you heard me, hitmen for hire, all done in the virtual world. You'd think it's just some sick fantasy, but no, it's as real as your heartbeat. One day, I found myself deep in the digital rabbit hole, scrolling through forums and dodgy websites. That's when I stumbled upon a thread that whispered about a notorious assassin known only as the Phantom. Rumor had it this guy, or girl, who knows, was like a ghost in the machine, leaving no trace, no evidence. They operated solely on the dark web, taking contracts from the highest bidder. Now, call it morbid curiosity or plain stupidity, but I decided to dig deeper. I wanted to see if this phantom character was for real or just another urban legend cooked up by the twisted minds of the dark web. Little did I know, I was about to plunge into a digital nightmare. After some cyber acrobatics, I managed to score an invite to a dark web chat room where the Phantom supposedly hung out. The atmosphere was tense, users with mysterious aliases discussing contracts and targets like it was some sinister game of chess. In the midst of it all, a message popped up.
The Phantom is now taking contracts. State your business.
I hesitated for a moment, my fingers hovering over the keyboard. What was I doing? I wasn't here to hire a killer. I was just a spectator, a digital voyeur. But curiosity got the better of me, and I typed.
Tell me your story.
Almost instantly, a private message appeared, and the Phantom began to spill their digital guts. They claimed to be a disgraced ex-government agent who found solace in the shadows of the dark web. The stories they shared were chilling: missions gone wrong, innocent lives lost, and a descent into the darkest corners of the human soul. As I read, a realization hit me: I was in way over my head. This wasn't some Hollywood thriller, this was the twisted reality of the dark web. But before I could bail, the Phantom threw a curveball, a challenge.
If you want to understand, experience it for yourself. I have a contract for you.
Fear crept up my spine, but curiosity had its claws in me. I agreed, half convinced it was just some sick joke. The Phantom sent over the details, a name, a location, and a chilling message.
You have 24 hours.
I spent the next day in a state of anxiety. I wasn't about to harm anyone, but I had to see how deep this rabbit hole went. The clock ticked down, and as the deadline loomed, I received a notification. The Phantom messaged.
The target is waiting. Don't keep them waiting too long.
With trembling hands, I clicked on the provided link. It led to a virtual simulation, a twisted game where I found myself standing in a dark alley, rain pouring down, and a figure shrouded in shadows waiting at the end. My heart pounded as I approached. The figure turned, revealing the face of the target, a face I recognized. It was someone I knew from my past, someone I had lost contact with ages ago. The shock hit me like a freight train. This wasn't just a random assignment, it was personal. The virtual world mimicked reality eerily well. The target spoke, pleading for their life, recounting shared memories, asking how it had come to this. I hesitated, the weight of the decision bearing down on me. But then, the Phantom's message echoed in my mind.
Experience it for yourself.
As I reluctantly pressed the virtual trigger, the figure in front of me vanished, and the simulation ended. I I found myself back in my room, staring at the dark web chat. The Phantom's message appeared.
You've tasted the darkness. Now, understand.
I was shaken to my core. What had I just experienced? It wasn't real, but the emotional toll felt like a heavy burden. The Phantom, in their cryptic way, explained that the dark web wasn't just a marketplace for killers, it was a reflection of humanity's darkest desires, a place where moral boundaries blurred. Haunted by the things I did in the virtual world, I really tried hard to stop being involved with the Phantom and the dark web. But it wasn't easy. It felt like the digital shadows stuck to me, almost like a curse. Weird messages, secret symbols, and this constant feeling that someone was watching me. It was like the virtual assassin's web had trapped me. Nights became long and sleepless as I couldn't shake off the paranoia. I always felt like the Phantom was still around, hiding in the digital shadows, waiting for someone else to get caught in their messed up game. Right now, as I'm writing this, the scars from that dark web experience are still there. The difference between what's real and what's online is still kind of blurry, and the Phantom's words keep playing in my head. The dark web isn't just a place, it messes with your thinking, like a space where right and wrong get all mixed up. It shows a scary truth. Sometimes, the scariest monsters are the ones we make up ourselves, hiding in the deepest parts of our minds. The crypto trap. I just want to share my story before anything happens to me. I found a secret digital money called Shadow Coin on the hidden part of the internet. It promised to keep everything about me a secret. I liked the idea, so I got some Shadow Coins and started using them. At first, I thought I was doing harmless things. I used the coins to buy tools that would keep my online activities private. It felt good, like I was getting back control over my own information. But then, as I kept using Shadow Coin, I found out something horrible. There was a group of people using it for illegal money stuff, like washing money they got from doing bad things. I didn't know, but I was helping them without realizing it. I got scared when I understood what was going on. I wanted to stop using Shadow Coin, but it was like a sticky web. The more I tried to leave, the more stuck I became. The dark web, which used to be fun for me, now seemed like a dangerous place that could ruin my life. I tried to break free, but it wasn't easy. I got a message that said I had to keep doing the transactions or face problems. I was trapped and couldn't ask for help because going to the police would make things worse for me. Things got even worse when I received a mysterious message saying,
You've been chosen. Keep doing the transactions, or else.
I felt like I was in a horror movie, running out of time to find a way out. I realized I had to do something drastic. So, I decided to expose the bad money stuff, reveal who was behind it, and cut my ties to the dark web. It was risky, but I had no other choice. I gathered evidence and followed the digital trail to find the people running the illegal operation. When I confronted them, thinking I had won, they just laughed. They told me I was never in control and that I was just a pawn in their game. Suddenly, everything became clear. The money I thought would help me had actually trapped me in a big problem. I was unknowingly helping the bad guys, and now they were going to make me pay for it. As their laughter echoed in the digital world, I had to face the fact that the dark web, with its promises of privacy and rebellion, had fooled me. I wasn't in charge, I was just a piece in a game played by powerful people, and the consequences were about to hit me hard. If you found any enjoyment in the video, I implore you to click that like button and subscribe if you dare.